We are on to... Is this right? Well, wait, FCA, right? That's the every third booster is what people say. Every third booster is gonna have an FCA card, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, these are all reprints. They look pretty damn cool. You're gonna go pretty fast through these, just to give you an idea on what they are. Are all of these rares?
I don't think so. I have no idea.
Okay. Well, okay. Let's go pretty quickly through these then. And
Do you want to read them? I guess we need to read them.
Sure. Let's read them.
I mean, this is I'm just gonna read the name. Ranger Captain of Eos is 1 white for a human soldier ranger. It's a 3/3. When this creature enters, you may put search your library for a creature card with mana value 1 or less, reveal it, put into your hand, then shuffle. Sacrifice this creature. Your opponent can't cast non-creature spells this turn. Really depends on whether or not you have the thing to fetch. There are some good there's some reasonable one drops in the set. Like the common one in green is like reasonable, I suppose. What else we talking? Actually, we're not cooking with that much else.
Chocobo, I guess. Common.
Yeah, that's an uncommon. It's mostly with green, right?
The
I don't
Freya,
take this particularly
uncommon, I guess. The one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
someone comments.
It's fine.
I think this is like a C minus.
I'm on a C, because if you have a few one drops that you can get with it, that's really good, right?
Yep.
And if you don't, I mean, you don't have any. It's like garbage 3 drop. So just a C on garbage. Blessing of the Oracle. Okay, Chroma's Wheel, 4 mana. Choose one. That's it. Creatures you control gain flying, vigilance, and double strike until end of turn. It's instant. Creatures you control gain lifelink and indestructible protection from each color until end. Okay, I mean, that's kind of... This is a good finisher, I would say, Scotty. When did we have this card? I can't remember.
It's clearly a commander card.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's... But it's in this set for non-commander packs, right?
Yeah, it doesn't mean they can't reprint commander cards.
That's true. They're gonna... Okay. Alright. That's crazy. We actually never saw this card, I guess, in non-commander sets. Flying Vigilance Double Strike ends the game almost always, almost always. Lifelink and indestructible protection from each color. It means that nothing can block this. And it's probably huge damage, huge lifelink, and nothing can block your cards. They also lose any bad things on them. And any good things. Well, wait, that's pretty horrible. Because all the equipment falls off.
The
equipment is not colorless, it has a color. Okay. I mean, it's great. Like, Flying Vigilance Double Strike, come on. I mean, do you really... It's legal. This is legal in this... This is... I mean, it's good. It's good. I'm on a B. I'm on a B plus for this one. Like, this almost always ends the game, right?
I mean, if you don't have creatures, I'm on a B minus. A little bit worse.
Flying Vigilance Double Strike.
Yeah, it's huge.
On everything you have.
Yep.
Right? Like...
I mean, the Flying Crane technique, yep.
Like, even if you use it on their turn, that thing is gonna, like, be...
I'm gonna give it a B. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, maybe even a bomb. Okay.
Yeah, Ristic Study. So, 2 and a blue for an enchantment. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, you may cast a draw a card unless that player pays 1. The choice in this is really bad. Can throw your opponent off a little bit, but extremely underwhelming. I actually think Ristic Study is an F.
F. Goodbye. Urza Lord High Artificer. Okay. Oh, we're getting this one. Alright. 4 mana. 1/4. When... Okay, Terra, Brentford enters. Create a 0/0 colorless construct that says this token gets +1/+1 for each artifact you control, and there are a lot of artifacts. And it also has an effect: tap an untap artifact you control, add blue. For 5, shuffle your library, then exile the top card until end of turn. You may play that card without paying its mana cost. Completely broken. Completely, absolutely broken. It was really good in its set, and I think this in Modern Horizons 2, I believe. Can't remember exactly.
I think so.
I liked it there. But in this set, you're just gonna have non-creature artifacts lying around. If you tap them, you're not actually tapping creatures, so you can ramp with all of your equipment. Fuck yeah, and then 5 mana, like draw free cards and play them right away. Sure. That's broken. And you get the 0/0. That's actually probably gonna be like a 3/3 at the minimum. This is just broken in this set. I think in this set this is a bump.
I gave it an A as well. Okay, so
Wow,
Gix,
these are strong
Yawgmoth
cards,
Praetor.
Scotty. Okay, go.
So Gix, Yawgmoth Praetor, is 1 black for a legendary creature, Phyrexian Praetor. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to one of your opponents, and controllers may pay 2 life, or 1 life. I don't know where I got 2 from. If they do, draw a card. 4 black, discard X cards. Exile the top X cards of target opponent's library. You may play lands and cast spells from among cards exiled this way without paying their mana costs. You like barely use the 7 mana mode, but it's mostly just like a 3 mana 3/3 that whenever any of your creatures deal combat damage, you draw a card. Good card, a little bit hard to cast, not like a crazy bomb, but a very efficient, nice 3-drop. I think this is a B+.
This was in 1, right?
Something like that, or Dominaria United. Not sure.
No,
1 probably.
And it wasn't a bomb there.
I don't remember. Didn't play that much.
I think it was a bomb. I think it was. It's like a 3 mana 3/3 as well.
Yeah, I mean it's good.
And like this for 7 mana, discard X cards, right? 7 mana, it's a real thing. I did this. I remember doing this. There's a lot of X cards of target opponent's library, and you play everything for free. Yeah, I would say that this is an A-. Where was this Gix?
Bro, I think. Yeah, Bro's right.
Bro? Okay. Yawgmoth, Tran Physician. It's a 4 mana, 2 and a 4, double black. Protection from humans. You can pay 1 life, sacrifice another creature, put a -1/-1 counter on up to 1 target creature, and draw a card. Okay. For double black, discard a card proliferate. Not that much to proliferate here, but you're proliferating these -1/-1 counters if you want to. Yeah, Yawgmoth is great. This is 1 life, nothing. Yawgmoth is amazing. Is it a bomb? Probably, yeah, especially in this set. I'm gonna give it an A-.
Yeah, A-. Okay, Ragavan, Nimble Pilfer. Yeah, this is your card, Lola.
Yeah.
1 mana, red. So for a legendary creature, Monkey Pirate, it's a 2/1. Whenever this deals combat damage to a player, create a treasure token and exile the top card of that player's library. Until end of turn, you may cast that card. Has dash 1 red. The problem with this is it has no evasion, gets bricked extremely easily, and even if you do connect, which is it's not super likely when both players have low curves as you do in limited decks, it's not even that hugely impactful. It's fine. The card is fine. I think. I think it's like a C.
Yeah, it's a fine 1-drop. It's really good if it connects, right? It's amazing if it connects because you get a treasure. That's it. That's kind of it. You're probably always just getting a treasure. Sometimes you get a 2-drop, but you can connect if you play it on the place. So I think the Ragavan is a C+. 1-drop. A nice 1-drop, and that's about it. It is a nice 1-drop. When you play it on turn 1, at any other point of the game, it's probably just gonna be a 2/1. Najila, the Blade Blossom, is a cloud this time. Whenever a warrior attacks, so it's 2 and a red, 3/2. Whenever a warrior attacks, you may have its controller create a 1/1 white warrior creature token that's tapped and attacking. For all the mana, white, blue, black, red, green, untap all attacking creatures, they gain trample, lifelink, and haste until end of turn. After this phase, there is an additional combat phase. Activate only during combat. Okay, so whenever a warrior attacks, this is a warrior, you may have its controller create a 1/1. Step 10 attacking. That's a lot. And there's actually this amount of warriors in this set, I think. Like, I think there is. Yeah, there's a decent amount of warriors in this set. So, I mean, it's just great on its own. 3/2 that makes a 1/1 when it attacks. But it has synergies. And I don't think you're gonna do this 5. If you do this 5, you're breaking the game. But I don't think you're gonna be doing it. But then maybe you're gonna play sometimes a green deck that can do this. Probably not. More about treasures, I guess. But it's just good. It's just good. I think it's just a good B- card.
A little bit lower on the C+.
Okay.
Let's see. Perforos, God of the Forge. Perforos is a 3 and a red for a legendary enchantment creature, God. It's a 6/5 when indestructible, as long as your devotion to red is less than 5. This isn't a creature. Whenever another creature you control enters, it deals 2 damage to each opponent. 2 and a red, creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of turn. Yeah, sort of. You can go wide, so I think it's a little bit better. It's a little bit better with equipment as well, because that devotion just stays there and doesn't go away. That being said, I don't think this is incredible or amazing, because paying 4 mana to like not affect the board is pretty bad. So I think this is a flat C.
A C?
Yeah, just a C.
Yeah, yeah. Like, it's pretty hard to get there, but if you're going wide, like +1/+0 is a real thing. 2 damage can be really nice in go wide set like this one, so I'm gonna be on a C+ for this one. I think it's actually pretty good in this set.
It's gonna be probably better than it's ever been in limited in this
Yeah,
set.
yeah, exactly. And it's not been good, but this is I think gonna make it. Okay. Ancient Copper Dragon for 4 and double red. It's a 6/5 flyer. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, roll a d20. You create a number of treasure tokens equal to the result. That's a lot of treasure tokens. And if you have Quina, it's not 1 or more, right? It's like you get as many 1/1 frogs.
I think it's 1 or more. Could be wrong. Let me double check.
You double check, please. I mean, I don't.
Yeah, it's 1 or more. Sadly.
Oh, fuck. I'm not big on this. Like 6/5 is kind of big for 6, but it's just one big body. Like if you're drawing cards and so on, now you can play literally everything and equip literally anything. That's kind of cool. I think I want to see.
Yeah, I'm gonna see as well. It's cute though. I love it. All right, Nyx Bloom Ancient. Nyx Bloom Ancient is a 4 green 7 mana total for a 5/5 with trample. If you tap a permanent for mana, it produces 3 times as much mana of that. 3 times as much of that mana instead. Nyx Bloom Ancient I think is an F. It's just not well enough statted, not high enough impact.
Yeah.
I don't want to play a 7 mana enabler for my other cards.
Yeah, 7 mana ramp on a horrible body. It's horrible. It's an F. Don't play it. Kinan, Bonder Prodigy, legendary creature, 2/2. It's Samer this time. Whenever you tap a non-land permanent for mana, add 1 mana of any type that permanent produced. For 5 and green and blue, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may put a non-human creature card from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest on the board. What is there? There's like that 1 mana. It's a 2 mana ramper. There's a 2 mana uncommon ramper.
Wolf.
That's kind of amazing.
Treasures, right?
There are treasures. Actually, there are treasures, I guess. The 3-drop, I don't think it's very good. I mean, it's pretty good in its colors, right? In this set. I would say that it's... 7 mana is nice, but a lot of times... There are a lot of humans, that's the thing. And then... I don't know how many creatures you're gonna play all the time. There are like a lot of fucking humans in this set. Basically all the legendaries are humans. So this 7 mana is not as easy. Yeah, this 7 mana, the protection for humans is crazy, but this 7 mana is a lot of times not gonna give you a creature. But it's still a 2-drop, a 2/2, so it's okay in this set. I think it's just a C+.
Okay, I'm gonna see.
Okay.
Okay, we're on Thrasios, Triton Hero, green, blue, 2 mana total for a legendary creature, Merfolk Wizard. It's a 1/3. 4 mana, scry 1. Then reveal the top card of your library. If it's a land card, put it into the battlefield tapped. Otherwise, draw a card. And it's partner. Partner has no text on Arena right now.
Yeah.
So it's just a 1/3 that has a pretty good mana sink. Pretty solid mana sink. And we were saying that maybe 1/3 is better in this format than usual. I'm giving this like wow, that's a pretty good mana sink. I'm giving this a B-.
I'm giving it a B-. It's a great mana. Can you read the next one? I just gotta go and blow my nose.
Okay. Next one is Vile Smasher the Fierce. 1 black, red, 3 mana total for a legendary creature, Goblin Berserker. It's a 2/3. Whenever you cast your first spell each turn, choose an opponent at random. It deals damage equal to that spell's mana value to that player or planeswalker that player controls. Yeah, don't sleep on this one. This is a ton of damage. This is like a ton of damage. Like you cast a 3-drop after this, you deal 3 damage to their face. Not random. It's just the opponent. So this is a 3-drop, understated, but you kind of need to remove it, and it's extraordinarily hard to race it. I don't remember where we've played. Have we ever had this card in Arena? I'm not sure, but I think it's quite good. B-. Or B, I think. Actually, B. I'm just gonna give it a B. I'm just gonna move on, I guess. Atraxa, Grand Unifier, 3 green, white, blue, black, 7 mana total for, I mean, this is Atraxa. It's a 7/7 flying vigilance, death touch, lifelink. When it enters, reveal the top 10 for each card type. You may put a card of that type from among the revealed cards into your hand, put the rest on the bottom in any order. So yeah, lifelink on this is incredible. I do think that if you're playing in green, you can sort of splash this, which is totally fine. And it's a lovely effect. Not incredibly like board dominating if you remove this, but very much takes over the game. And I do think that this is worth it. However, 4 mana tax, a little bit of expensiveness. I think this is a B+. I could be super wrong about that. I don't remember how good Atraxa was. I don't know if I've ever cast it in a normal limited format. But it reads really well to me.
I think Atraxa or the Sephiroth in this set works very well. Very well in this set. Yeah.
You can pull so many card types.
Yeah, that's also true. That's instant sorceries, enchantments, artifacts. Yeah. I think it works super well in this set.
It just hit me. There's no planeswalkers. Yeah.
Oh, there's actually no planeswalkers.
Yeah, there's actually no planeswalkers. Yeah.
That's weird, but okay. I'm on a B+ at least. Let's give it a B+, because this is not easy. It's 4 different mana. It's not... In the previous set, it would be much easier. But in this one, not as easy. But then green is kinda, I think, fine at doing this. So, B+. Vile Smasher. Let me remind myself. 3 mana, 2/3. Whenever you cast your first spell each turn, choose an opponent at random. Deals damage equal to that spell's mana value to that player or planeswalker. Wow! What? That's broken. That's a bomb. But that's an A.
Okay, you actually on a full-on A?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I think I underrated it. I'll go A-.
Yeah. This just.
That's, I mean, it's super duper strong.
Yeah, you just play cards and they die. You don't have to attack, but you can.
Yeah, you can just you have to kill it. You have to kill it. Wait, what the heck is this? Are these in the set too? These look like commander cards.
No. Wait, is that it? Wait, feels like there are more. We didn't go to Adeline and... Wait, where are the other cards?
Yeah, where are the other cards?
Oh, we did only mythics. That's why they were so powerful. Oh, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Why are they all so strong? Are there any commons? No, there are some... Okay, I was like, why are they so... Like, this is... I thought this was gonna be like the set where you buy a ton of packs and you get infinite money. Because a lot of these are worth money, right? Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Wall of Omens, 2 mana, 0/4. When this creature enters, draw a card. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Wait. Oh, you're doing it on commons first. Okay.
On commons first. Yeah, that's good. I like it a lot. C+ or B-? C+, because I think white is more aggressive than this, but if it's not, sometimes it's great. But if it's aggressive, it's kind of... What Shit, it's shit.
Yeah, C+, lovely. Okay, Danitha Capuchin, Paragon, 2 and a white for a legendary creature human knight. It's a 2/2 with first strike, vigilance, and lifelink. Or an equipment spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Yeah, sort of nice. Great keywords for equipping. There's so many more equipments in this set than its original set, which is Dominaria.
Yeah, it's so much better
So
here. So
yeah,
much
so
better.
it's like so much better here. I think in this set it's C+.
I think in this set, yeah, or even a B minus.
Mhm.
I'm okay with a B minus in this set. I'm actually okay with a B
I'll go
minus.
C+. It's still really good.
So good. Stroke of Midnight, instant, destroy target non-land permanent. Its controller creates a 1/1 white human creature token. That's an F. Not worth a card. It's not even a 1/1. Bye bye.
Yeah, F. Okay, Brainstorm. Sorry, Brainstorm is a blue mana for a instant, draw 3, and then put 2 cards from your hand on top of your library in any order. Not nearly as good in limited as it is in constructed. I don't think there's no like evolving wilds in the set. There's like some ways to shuffle, like you can search your library with like, I don't know, land fetching afterwards, and that's like sort of fine. But typically not super strong. D+ for me.
Yeah, D plus is fine. Wild Rose Rebellion for double blue, it's a counterspell. And I don't like counterspell limited, because double blue is pretty hard. I would rather play the 3 mana that's rail, so not a big fan of counterspell in like, I'm probably on a D plus.
D+ as well. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like the difference between this card and a 3 mana one is not super huge because of the difficulty cast. I mean, sure, like double spelling, etc. But
yeah, but also
not great.
3 mana 1 surveils for 2,
Yep.
right? And I loved the counterspell in TDM, but it was 1 and a blue. Huge difference.
Yeah, world of difference. Okay, Laboratory Maniac, 2 and a blue, creature human wizard. It's a 2/2. If you draw a card while your library has no cards in it, you win the game instead. I think you can actually turbo power at the end of your deck in this format, so I think this is like a D-.
I think it's an F. I don't think you can turbo power it that well. But the Fatal Push, great card, 1 mana, destroy something, a creature with mana value 2 or less. If anything died, if any permanent you control has left the battlefield this turn, it could be a treasure or something, it kills something at 4 or less. Yeah, this is, I think, great, and I don't think it's as good as the -2/-2 one. Pretty good. I'm gonna go with. I mean, every single equipment creature is 2 or less, so I'm gonna B-.
Yeah, B-, but it's not nearly as good as it is in constructed.
Yeah, for sure.
Deadly Dispute, 1 and a black for an instant. As an additional cost to cast a spell, sacrifice an artifact or creature, draw 2 cards, and create a treasure token. This is great. This is great in the set. So much fodder to sacrifice. So many things lying around. Lovely. B-.
B-. This is the best. This is better than in the AFR or whatever it was. This is just better. It's perfect for this set. I wish this was in the main set.
We don't have to argue about it.
Sorry, what?
We don't have to argue about it because we're trying to go through this quickly, right?
Yeah, this is. We don't have to, but we can. I think this is. I wish this was just a common card in this set.
Yeah.
I wish this was. It's so good in this set.
Okay, I'm just gonna say one thing. Common threaten.
Okay, that's cool. But you're rarely getting cards from this. It's 1 in every 3 packs, 1 card, right? Not 1 in every pack.
Sir Conrad the Grim, 3 black for a legendary creature human knight. It's a 5/4. Whenever another creature dies or a creature card is put into a graveyard from anywhere other than the battlefield, or a creature card leaves your graveyard, this deals 1 damage to each opponent. 1 in black, each player mills a card. This deals a ton of damage. This is like, not the greatest stats, but it deals a lot for combat, right? It deals a lot for combat. It's any other creature. I do think Conrad is a B-.
I don't think the 2 mana one is not gonna mill many creatures, I think, from a lot of decks.
It's true, it's a lot worse in the set.
I'm on a C+. I don't think the 5 mana 5/4 is very good, but it's a very powerful effect.
That's a good point. I'll go C+ as well.
Lightning Bolt, 1 mana 3 damage to any target, perfect. At least a B-, and probably B- in limited.
I'll go B- as well.
Probably not a B in limited. Even in this set, you care about non-creatures, so... And it has reach, maybe it's a B.
It's really good. Captain Lottery Storm, 2 in a red for legendary creature, human pirate. It has haste. Whenever this attacks, create a treasure token. Whenever you sacrifice a treasure, this gets +1/+0 until end of turn. This is all right. It's all right. It's a pretty decent 3-drop. Unfortunately speaking, if you want to trade up with this, then you lose access to the treasure for using later because you have to pop the treasure in combat. But, you know, like if you ever have a clear board and you can get 2 treasures and maybe ramp something out, that's like incredible. Overall, I still think this is a C.
I think it's a C+. I liked Captain Lannister. C+ is fine for it. Light up the stage. For 3 mana it's 3 damage, but if you deal damage this turn to the opponent, it's 1 mana 3 damage. No, it's not. It's a different card. Sorry. I was thinking about Skewer the Critics. Light up the stage, 3 mana. I just said it. I was thinking Skewer the Critics for 3 mana. Exile the top 2 cards of your library. Until the end of your next turn, you may play those cards. But if you deal damage, you pay 1. And I think in this set, it is gonna be crazy easy to deal damage because you got the wizards. And they deal damage, then don't make opponent lose life. So, it's really good in this set. And I'm gonna give it a C+.
Yeah, C+. Nature's Claim is green. For an instant, destroy target artifact or enchantment. Its controller gains 4 life. I understand there's a lot of artifact enchantments in the set. I don't like it. I'm going to give this an F.
Yeah. F as well. Newfound Adventure. For 1 and a green, it's a Farseek. Search your library for plains, islands, swamps, or mountain card. Put it on the battlefield tap, then shuffle. Okay, 2 mana ramp. Pretty cool. Gets you anything but forest, but that's basically always what you want. It's pretty cool, but I don't know how much I care about it in limited. I think I would care about the 3 mana instant +1/+1 more, and because of that, I'm just giving this a D+.
I'll go C- for this. Yeah, actually, Nature's Claim's probably not an F, to be honest, but it's fine. Finn the Fangbearer, 1 and a green for a legendary creature, human warrior. It's a 1/3 with death touch. Whenever a creature you control with death touch deals combat damage to a player, that player gets 2 poison counters. I think this is the first set that it's been in that we've had a 1 mana death toucher for Finn on turn 2. And already on its own, it's a reasonably powerful card, right? Like, because death touch on a 2-drop trades up really well. Any sort of buffs, any sort of equipment on it makes it a nightmare. Nightmare. I'm giving this a B-.
A white set makes it easier to block. There is that 2/2 flying death toucher. There's one of that toucher. There's that 2/2 flying death toucher. I don't know, but it is irritating, this card. I don't think that touch matters as much in this set, so I'm gonna give it a C+. But I did really like it, previous set. But that was Kaldheim, right? And there you had a pickaxe. Pickaxe that you wanted to attack with, and this was perfect carrier for it. Equipment doesn't cost, is not easy to re-equip. And with that one, like, you really wanted to put it, this was an amazing carrier of pickaxe, if I remember correctly, if that was in that set. And I'm 99% sure that I'm not imagining things now. Right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Good point.
Lovin's Veto for blue and white. This spell cannot be countered. Counter target non-creature spell. Actually has way more counterable targets in this set. Way more, so like 2 mana negate is actually kind of fine. But it's also non-creature only, so who knows, maybe they're gonna play creatures. It's a little bit hard to... It's pretty hard to keep this up. I'm on a D-.
Yeah, D- for me as well. Strixhaven Stadium. Strixhaven Stadium is
No, read the name.
Oh, Lucas Stadium. Yeah, that's your name.
That's me.
You want to read it?
No.
It's your stadium.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Scott Stadium. Artifact. Tap to add colorless. Put a point counter on this artifact. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to you, remove a point counter from this. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to an opponent, put a point counter on this. Then, if it has 10 or more point counters on it, remove all of them, and that player loses the game. So I don't remember why this was good.
No, this was not good. What?
I think this was way better than we expected in Strixhaven. But I don't think it's good still. So I'm gonna be a hater again. And I think it was like barely playable, and that was like, oh, so
No.
surprising, barely playable. I'm giving this a D.
No, there was no
D-.
surprise. There was no surprise. But let me remind myself. Well, no, there was no surprise with this one. No, wasn't this like absolute dog?
I'm looking it up. I'll look it up.
Right, this was.
I remember murmurs that this card was like surprisingly playable, and I don't remember why, so probably it's not true.
It's in Strixhaven, right? And it's what? It was a.
Yeah, Strixhaven, yep.
It was a common, uncommon, or what?
It's a rare.
It was a rare. No, this is horrible. This was.
Oh yeah, it's an F. Okay, never
this
mind. It wasn't very good.
Oh, now I see it. By data. So you had to see data to give this card? Are you fucking with me, Scotty?
Well, I'm recalling that there were people talking about this card being much better than it looks.
Okay, I didn't know this. I was gonna give this card just an F. Like, I was very worried about like how is this card anything. But I really didn't know that this card, I have never seen any card have a lower win percentage than this one.
Yeah, I must have gotten gaslit pretty hard.
Yeah, probably. I have literally never seen a card have a lower win percentage than this.
Wow, I really did get debated, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. Okay.
It was definitely a multi-person effort.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. Okay, I'm actually looking at cards now that have some lower win percentage.
No, yeah, it's incredible.
But it's 44.8.
It's incredibly low.
Yeah,
this is horrible.
Incredibly low. Yeah, this is just absolute garbage. Like, don't do this. Don't do this like people told me. I looked at something. No. You go with your own head, man. If card seems like shit, give it shit grade. Don't be like, oh, maybe someone thinks it's good. Okay? You can trust in yourself. You're a great player. Okay?
No, I didn't even read this card.
Doesn't matter. You read it. You did read it.
I mean, I barely know what it does.
Oh, wait.
But yeah, this is really bad.
Okay.
I mean, it's a really hard card to understand, but it's
How is it hard? It's like
it's pretty bad.
It puts point counters on, but when opponent deals damage to you, it's gonna get removed, and they're gonna probably do that because you play this, and then now what? You're not winning game with this. Alright, we are on the last couple of cards. And the first one is Sram Senior Edifice. For 1 and a... Oh, for 1 and a white. It's a 2/2. Whenever you cast an aura, equipment, or vehicle spell, draw a card. There is enough. There is enough. Yeah. Yeah, there is enough. For this to be a C plus or a B minus, really. Because you gotta do that after.
I'm giving SRAM a B minus.
I'm gonna be on a C plus. Because you gotta do that after playing this. C plus.
Yeah, it's I mean, a lot of triggers though. Adeline, Resplendent Cathar, 1 white for legendary creature, Human Knight. It's a star 4 with vigilance. Hero of Light's power is equal to the number of creatures you control. Whenever you attack, each opponent creates a for each opponent, create a 1/1 white human creature token that's tapped and attacking that player or planeswalker they control. This gets huge. This gets incredible, and this set is relatively easy to go even wider. This is an A minus for me.
Yeah, this card is... This is wild. Yeah, I'm okay with an A minus. It's a 3 though. Lauren of the Third Pet. Sorry, what?
Yeah, it's huge.
Which is 4 toughness as well. Lauren of the Third Pet. It's a 3 and a white, 2/1 vigilance. When Garnet, Teal Alexander's 17th enters, destroy up to 1 target artifact or enchantment, and you can tap this, you and your opponent each draw a card. This is amazing. So yeah, 2/1 vigilance that destroys artifact enchantment is great in this set, I would say. And that's dagger, yeah. And when you... So this tap effect is good. It seems like, oh, you're both drawing a card. No. You draw this, for example, on their end step. and then you get to play cards first. That's the first thing. Second thing is you're playing white. Probably you're playing out your cards pretty fast, so you need the cards more than them, so it's more better than you. Even though it's kind of like a symmetrical effect, it's not really, because you're gonna decide when this is better for you than for them. And really, in like most white decks in a lot of different sets, it's basically always better for you. But when it's not, you just don't activate it. You get a great effect, and you get an additional effect that can be pretty damn good even though opponent is drawing a card. For example, if you're losing on the board, you start drawing cards for both of you. And that's better for you, because you want to get out of that situation. If you're just winning everything, it's like, it's going really good for you. You probably don't touch this, and you're still winning. And then, if opponent has 5 cards in hand and you have 1, you probably just draw so you can like play more things. So this is great. It's at least a B- or a B. I'm gonna give this a B for this set.
I give it a B.
Okay. The Distorted Artifact Enchantment, not that great. It's not that good in every set, but this set, yeah.
Mangara the Diplomat. Mangara the Diplomat is 3 and a white for 4 mana for a legendary creature, human cleric. It's a 2/4 with lifelink. Whenever an opponent attacks with creatures. Wait, what? Whenever an opponent attacks with creatures, if 2 or more of those creatures are attacking you and or planeswalkers you control, draw a card. Whenever an opponent casts their second spell each turn, draw a card. So this puts a fairly irritating restraints on your opponent if they don't want you to draw. So they can only attack you with 1, and they can only attack you or cast 1 spell a turn unless they deem it worth it. Irritating.
Irritating.
Not great stats. Not great stat line.
Carries equipment well, though.
It does carry equipment very well, but I think this is a lot more irritating than it is good, and I think it's a C.
This card was here a long time ago, right?
I think this is a commander card.
I'm super certain I played with this one.
Well, oh, is it M? Really? Oh yeah. This is a Okay, no, you're right. Yeah.
And yeah, it was not. I think it was not crazy. But I think in this set, I think you really like casting multiple spells, and I think you really want to attack with 2 or more. So it was nothing that special there, but I like this. I think it's a B- in this set. I think this is irritating enough that it's good enough. And I think the lifelink and statline is fine in this set. Big creatures are not really there. Multi-spelling is so nice in this set as well. And carrying equipment well is okay. So, man, it's not a B-. I remember why this card was not great. It's because white was aggressive, if I remember correctly. And then it sucks. And white, I think, is gonna be aggressive. And then it sucks. I think you're correct. I think it's a C. Yeah, because if white is aggressive, this kind of sucks. Because you really don't want to have a 2/4 lifelinker for 4 mana. Right,
And there's also a lot of ways to circumvent casting 2 spells as well in certain decks, right? You can just like cast a spell equip instead. So
true. But that hurts you. Yeah, 2/4 lifelink is a problem. Okay, I'm gonna be on a C+, because if there is a good non-aggressive white deck, this is nice. But I'm gonna give this a much lower grade if there is if white is always aggressive. Hendrit, the Returned King. 5 mana 5/5, it's a white card. But for a red, all creatures you control gain trample and haste until end of turn. Well, you control basically. For 1 and a green, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. For 2 and a white, gain 5 freaking life. For 3 and a blue, you draw a card. For 4 and a black, put target creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under its owner's control. Well, it's always gonna be good for you unless you're playing a group hug, I guess. But so, the big deal here is you can gain that 5 flies sometimes, and then it's so hard for you to die. And then when you don't need that, right? Because you always can pay white. either you're putting counters, or you're drawing cards, or you're putting your creatures back, which is kind of fine, but creatures back is a little bit weird with equipment and tokens. But it's a great card, right? I think it's overrated usually, but I'm gonna give it a B minus.
B minus for Kenrith seems good. It's pretty strong, but a little expensive, but a good card. Venser, Shaper Savant, 2 blue for a legendary creature, human wizard. It's a 2/2 with flash. When this enters, return target spell or permanent to its owner's hand. Nice, relatively tricky. Reasonable flexibility. So this is a B minus for me as well.
This is great. It's not 3 mana to be broken, but it has flash. That's huge. For me, this is B.
Okay. Venser is amazing.
Yeah. Cryptic command, choose 2. For 1 and triple blue. Counter target spell. Return target permanent to its owner's hand. Tap all creatures your opponents control. Draw card. Very hard to cast. Extremely hard. But usually you're gonna go a counter target spell and return target permanent. That's such a huge tempo. But it's so freaking hard to cast. But there is that guy that gives you blue or red. So that helps. Tap can win, I guess. Draw a card. I mean, it's not as good as in limited, because triple blue is gonna come at 1 point. So I think it's in limited, it's not busted in like regular limited. I think it's just like a C plus or a B minus. I think it's a B minus limited.
Okay, I'll go C plus.
Because it's extremely powerful, but triple blue kills it a bit.
All right, Teferi, Mage of Zalfir, 2 blue, 5 mana for a human wizard. It's a 3/4 with flash. Creatures, cards you own that aren't on the battlefield have flash. Each opponent can cast spells only anytime they can cast a sorcery. I think this is understated. I understand it's a large toughness flasher, so you can probably, hopefully eat something. It doesn't affect your opponent's, or rather doesn't affect your like equipment and sorceries, etc. It's only creature cards. The effect is good, right? The effect is pretty good, especially because like if you flash this in and they don't counter it while it's on the stack, you're not afraid of a combat trick to eat this, right? If a 3/3 is attacking, you're going to eat that 3/3 if this resolves, right? Because once it hits the battlefield, they can't stop, they can't cast spells, which is nice. That's nice. I still don't think this is amazing. I think it's expensive. So this for me is a D plus.
I think it's really bad. It's for 5 mana, horrible body, but very hard to cast. I'm on a D minus. I think not worth it. I don't think it's worth it. I think it's a D minus. It's really bad. Dark Ritual, 1 black, add triple black is an F in regular limited, because it's not worth a card. You're losing a full card to get 2 mana.
Okay, this is Diabolic Intent.
You
1
didn't
and a
give it a
black for
grade.
sorcery is. Oh, sorry, it's an F. Yeah. Diabolic Intent. It's a 1 and a black with just sorcery. As an additional cost to cast a spell, sacrifice a creature, search your library for a card, put that card into your hand, then shuffle. This normally was an F. I think it's probably a little bit better in this set because there's a lot of like extra stuff lying around. I don't think it's very good whatsoever. I'm giving this a D minus.
Yeah, D minus. I guess if you have some game breaking bomb, but it's not really worth it. It's probably an F, but let's go with F. Let's go with an F. F seems fine. Paying 2 mana to search for a card while sacrificing a creature. Yeah, an F in normal limited. Where you don't need like a certain piece to just win the game right away. Baragot. Blood Sky Sire for 2 and a black. It's a 2/3 with that touch. And it has Boast. For 1 and a black, target player searches their library for a card, then shuffles and puts that card on top. Boast is when you attack, you can activate it, right? So when you attack, you can activate this, put your best card on top. Wasn't that good, I think, in the set, but because you're paying 2 extra to not even draw a card. And it's 2/3 that toucher is okay-ish. I thought it was gonna play out much better. It's not bad. I think it's a C or C plus.
Huh. That's pretty low for the stat line. I'm giving this a C plus.
Yeah, C
I
plus.
still think it's good.
C plus is fine.
Okay. Okay. So Bolas the Citadel, 3
Oh, yeah.
black, 6 mana for a legendary artifact. You may look at the top card of your library at any time. You may play land cards and cast spells from the top of your library. If you cast a spell this way, pay life equal to its mana value rather than pay its mana cost. Tap, sacrifice 10 non-land permanents. Each opponent loses 10 life. Don't sleep on that last ability. It happens all the time, especially with equipments with job select. 2 permanents
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
So I do think Bolas the Citadel is quite good. I do think it's quite a strong magic card. I'm giving it a B.
It's perfect for this set, right? With
Yeah,
go
it's,
wide, with tokens, with equipment, making two things all the time.
Yeah, the only downside is if you are getting destroyed, like beaten down. But
yeah, but yeah, I want to be as well. I think it's perfect for this set, and this is not perfect. Kirik, Son of Yagmoth, 4 and triple black, which is Phyrexian mana, so you can replace any of this mana for 2 life. So you can pay 4 and 6 life, 5 and 4, 6 and 2 life. To get a 2/2 lifelinker for each black in a for each black in a cost. Okay, I mean that's there. Okay, what? Right. Whenever you cast a black spell, put a +1/+1 counter on this. This is an F. Horrible. It's a 2/2 lifelinker. Jesus Christ. No. This needs to cost extremely small amount of mana. Be good, but it doesn't. It's not.
Mizzix's Mastery, 3 in a red for a sorcery. Exile target card that's an instant or sorcery from your graveyard. For each card exiled this way, copy it, and you may cast the copy without paying its mana cost. Exile this. Overload 5 red. So in this set, that's kind of interesting because there's sort of like a spells theme to it. Well, it's gosh, it takes a pretty specific scenario for this to be incredible. Like Strixhaven, this card is extremely strong. I don't think that it's going to be quite that good. I think it's still going to be solid, but I don't think it's going to be a bomb like it was in Strixhaven. I'm giving this a B minus.
A D minus?
B minus.
Okay, B minus. Yeah, it's 6/7 because you were looting the 7 mana spells, and when you loot them, when you cycle them or whatever, when you discard them, you get a treasure, right?
Yeah, that was a big part of it.
That's a big
a lot
deal.
of creature spells.
And then you could, yeah, that was big. B minus as well. B minus as well for this set. It's not that set, but there is good looting, but no, it's not that set. Godo, Bandit Warlord. For 6 mana, you get a 3/3. But when it enters, you may search your library for an equipment card, put it on the battlefield, then shuffle. Whenever Gilgamesh attacks for the first time, each turn, untap it, and all samurai you control. After this phase, there is an additional combat phase. And this is so freaking good for this set. It's made for this set. It's only library, alright, but if you get the 4/3, that's amazing. That's incredible. Or 3/3, it's fine as well. And then you're gonna get 2 combat phases. That's really nice. Yeah, it's really good for this set. I would say it's a B. I mean, it is a 6-drop that requires you to have that equipment. Like, if you have lower, with some equipment, it's pretty bad, right? With a 2-drop equipment, it's really bad. Actually, it's just a C+ for this set. Doesn't untap all creatures, only that one samurai.
And itself, yeah.
And itself.
So yeah, I mean it's a pretty good 6-drop. C+ is good. I'm shocked. Isn't this card like a Kamigawa original card? I'm surprised it's playable.
Yeah, but also Kamigawa didn't have this like equipment that makes creatures, right? So it was like actually like you actually got an equipment that's just an equipment, right?
Yeah. So it's like way better now, which is crazy. Not usually the case. Carpet of Flowers, green for an enchantment. At the beginning of each of your main phases, if you haven't added a mana with this ability this turn, you may add X mana of any one color, where X is the number of lands target opponent control. Islands target. Okay, this is an old card, right? this has got to be an ancient card.
I don't even know about
This
this
is an
card.
F.
Yeah.
This is an F.
It's each of your main phases, right?
If you haven't added mana, yeah. So one of them. You can choose one of them.
Choose one. It's target opponent. Yeah, just an F. Don't play. No, it's an F. It's an F. It's an F. Wait, but it is a sideboard card, right? Like if you're playing against the blue deck.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Actually, yeah, it's probably pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good in sideboard. Princess Sarah for... Okay, Azusa the Lost Seeking. For 2 and a green, it's a 1/2 legendary creature. You may play 2 additional lands on each of your turns. It's an F. Don't play this, because you're not gonna play 2 additional lands on each of your... You're gonna probably play 1 in total. In freaking total. Or 0 up to 1. It's gonna be what you're gonna do.
Primeval Titan, 4 green for creature giant. It's a 6/6 with trample. Whenever this creature enters or attacks, you may search your library for up to 2 land cards, put them onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. It's pretty dang nice. It's pretty nice. It's a good effect for this. And then when you attack, obviously you get, an additional 2 lands. So I like it. I think this is a B.
Yeah, I think it's better than a B. It's landfall, right, in this set.
Yep.
I don't think it's a bomb, but it's really good. I think it's a B plus. I think it's a B plus. That's really good. Alright, Yuriko the Tiger Shadow for 1 and a blue and a black. It's a 1/3 with Commander Ninjutsu. I mean, it's just Ninjutsu in this set, right? So does it have?
I don't know what Commander Ninjutsu is.
Like, does Commander Ninjutsu require you to have it in a Commander zone, or does it mean it can also be used from a Commander zone? Can you check while I read?
Sure.
Whenever a ninja you control deals combat damage to a player, reveal the top card of your library and put that card into your hand. Each opponent loses life equal to that card's mana value. Oh, Commander Ninjutsu is only when it's... You can use it... Wait, people are doing different things. Can you use
I'm reading it.
Wait,
hand. It says hand as well. It says hand.
It has hand as well. Good. Let me see. Oracle Ninja. So there's gotta be something that makes a ninja. No, there's 0 ninja equipment in this set.
There's a ninja's tools. There's a ninja's tools that makes your other creatures into ninjas.
Really?
Job select ninja. It's a rare.
Oh, it's a rare. Oh, that's horrible then. Okay, but this is pretty good effect, right? 3 mana 1/3 with this effect. I mean, the ninjutsu is pretty good. The problem is like you're gonna be killing your creature a lot of times. It's so weird, this one, for this set. Because you're gonna be killing your tokens. I think it's okay. I think it's a C.
Okay, I'm kind of off at D+. I mean, it does work pretty well, Sagas. Timna, the Weaver, 1 white, black, 3 mana for a legendary human cleric. It's a 2/2 with lifelink. At the beginning of each of your post-combat main phases, you may pay X life, where X is the number of opponents who were dealt combat damage at this turn. If you do, draw X cards. So you pay 1 life.
And if any creature connected, you draw a card.
If your creature connected, yeah. Which is kind of bad for a 3 mana 2/2.
It's much worse than a Gix.
Yeah, much worse.
Well, a Gix is a bomb.
I don't love it. I don't think it's absolutely horribly unplayable. I think this is like gosh, I mean, if you suit this up, it's quite good. I think this is like a C.
I mean, but you just... If any creature dealt damage, I mean, you're gonna draw a card. Like,
yep.
So if it draws you 1 card, it's amazing.
Yeah, if you can manage to squeeze a card in, yeah. But then it actually goes up from there. So
yeah, but it's like it's better than I think creature needs to connect. How is this not amazing, Scotty?
It's very small.
2/2
But it has
lifelink.
lifelink.
If it draws you one card and trades off, and you gain 1 life, I
That's
guess.
totally fine.
That's
Yeah.
great. I'm gonna be minus for
Yeah.
this one.
I'll go C+.
Ishin 2 Heavens is 1. This time it's lightning. For a red, a white, and a black, it's a 3/4. If a creature attacking causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. That's not really here. That's not really here. Right? That doesn't really exist.
Double prime time.
Double what?
Double prime time.
What is the prime time?
Primeval Titan.
Okay, but okay. I think this one is a straight up F.
Yeah, I think it's an F.
Yeah.
Okay. Ishai, Ojutai Dragon Speaker. 2 white, blue for 4 mana for a legendary creature, Bird Monk. It's a 1/1 with flying. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, put a +1/+1 counter on this. No, this is too small. It's too small. It absolutely does not do combat on the first turn. And yes, it can grow relatively quickly, but it doesn't grow at the rate fast enough for I think it to be worth it to sacrifice that turn for. I think this is like a D-.
I'm on a D- as well. It's way too small. Grows way too slowly. Pinota, joiner of forces. This time has bards for 2 and a red and a white. Okay. It's a 4/4. This is gonna work in this set. Whenever a non-human creature you control attacks, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may put a human creature card from among them onto the freaking battlefield, tapped and attacking, but it gains indestructible at the end of turn. Put the rest of the cards on the bottom of your library in a random order. This is amazing. Every single equipment creature hero is not a human. In Magic the Gathering, it is not a human. So every single equipment creature is gonna search for your humans, and there's a ton of them. Basically every uncommon legendary is a human. This card in this set is really good, right?
I think it's A-.
Wait, how many type human? Wait, the 1/1 1-drop in white is also not a human. Like, basically, there's so many non-humans, but then there's so many humans. It's perfect for this set.
Yeah.
This is just perfect for this set. I still think it's... I mean, you're gonna look at your whole library a lot of times. I think it's a B+ still. But... because I don't think you're always gonna have all of those legendaries, right? It's like, it's not that you're gonna play a ton of them in every deck. Still great. I mean, it's at least a B+. Nah, I'm okay with giving it an A-. I think it's perfect for this set. What do you give it, Scotty?
A-.
Yeah, it's perfect for this set.
Okay. Bruce Tarl, Boorish Herder, 2 red, white for legendary creature, human ally. It's a 3/3. Whenever this enters or attacks, target creature you control gains double strike and lifelink until end of turn. Okay, I mean, this attacks as a double strike lifelinker, which is kind of absurd. Makes your first thing attacking a double striker lifelinker when this enters the battlefield. Kind of insane. B+.
B+, that's insane.
I was expecting Ox tokens, but this is a commander card.
Yeah. Close to an A-. Traum Ludwig's Opus. It's a 3 and a blue and a red. 4/4 with flying haste. Whenever an opponent casts their second spell each turn, you draw a card. Okay, 5 mana 4/4 flying haste is just pretty good. And yeah, second spell, draw card. Sure, this one just like attacks super well. It's not a 2/4. This is great. I'm on a B for this one.
Yeah, I'm on a B as well. Solid.
Great.
Stats matter. Inaya, Archmage's Ritualist, 2 blue, black, red for a legendary creature, human wizard with 4/5 with Eminence. Whenever another non-token wizard you control enters, if this is in the command zone or on the battlefield, you may pay 1. If you do, create a token that's a copy of that wizard. That token gains haste, exile at the beginning of the next end step. Tap 5, untap wizards you control. Target player loses 7 life. For delving into 3 colors, I don't think this ability is particularly strong. There are a decent amount of wizards. Actually, Black Mage's staff does not trigger this, yeah? Because it enters as a hero, not a
Whenever
wizard.
a non-token wizard you control enters.
Oh, non-token as well. Yeah, this is pretty bad. I think this is an F.
Tap 5 untapped wizards you control. Target opponent loses 7 life. Like that is a real thing, though.
That's a real thing. Give it your D-.
D mine. John the Unifier. For all the colors you get a 5/5 legendary creatures you control, get +X/+X. Where X is the number of legendary creatures you control. Whenever you cast a legendary creature spell from your hand, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a legendary no-land card, lesser mana value. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost, put the rest on the bottom of your library in random order. I don't think this is worth it. I don't think you really care about legendary deck. Nothing cares about legendaries except that mana rock. So I don't think this is what you're gonna be doing. For 5 color, I really want a crazy ETB effect that's game breaking. But this one doesn't have it. You gotta cast more things after this. And I guess the ETB effect is if you have that ton of legendaries, but I don't think you will. So, I mean, if you have 1, it's +2/+2. It's just too little. I think it's F. No matter how you look at it. I think it's just an F.
Yeah, F.
Unfortunately.
Muldrotha the Gravetide, 3 black, green, blue for a legendary creature, elemental avatar. It's a 6/6. During each of your turns, you may play a land and cast a permanent spell of each permanent type from your graveyard. I mean, sagas go to the graveyard quite easily. Lands go to the graveyard quite easily. It's quite easy to self-mill. 6 mana is not that bad for 3 colors. I think this card is very good. I think this Muldrotha is a B+.
It is also 6 mana for all of this. That kind of does nothing on it. Just a 6/6 when you play it.
Unless you have like extra mana, yeah.
Yeah. But I think this is perfect for green. With its really good ramp and fixing. So I'm gonna be on a B. Just because it's a little bit different now than Dominaria, where kind of games creatures sucked, so games took a while. I don't think that's how it's gonna be in this set.
That's true.
B,
You're probably right. I'll give it a B.
I think it works well in this. So that's why it's a B. I could see it being like a lower grade, but I think it is gonna be. Smuggler's Copter, there we go, now we got it. For 2 mana, it's a 3/3 flying vehicle with crew 1. Whenever it attacks or blocks, you may draw a card. If you do discard a card, that's crazy. For 2 mana, that's just way too much for 2 mana. It's a clock, very, very... 3/3 for crew 1 for 2 is a crazy good clock. And it like just draws these cards. It does so much for a 2-drop that it is a bomb. I'm gonna give it an A-.
A- as well. You know, I learned today, because I don't think I've ever blocked with a Smuggler's Copter. I learned today that it loots when you block.
I learn that literally every time I read a card.
I completely forget.
I have learned that a lot of times, and today I also learned it. It's like every single time I learn it. It's like, oh, also when it blocks. Oh, also when it blocks. I don't know how many times I said that. It's been a lot of times.
Yeah.
It's not back in standard. Chill out, guys.
Chromatic Lancer and 3 mana for an artifact. Lands you control have tap, add 1 mana of any color. Tap to add 1 mana of any color. So it's like it's a ramper and it makes all your lands fix. Yeah, there's some like super. If you're like hyper greedy, I guess you can splash it, but it's quite bad. D-.
No, I think I just play that thing that searches for land and gives +1/+1 counter always. So D-. Sure. Axos, Scourge of Krug. Oh, okay, Dominaria reprint, but kind of interesting. 4 mana, 7/7, it's colorless, gets trample, but it enters stepped and doesn't untap until your untap step. But whenever you cast a historic spell, untap this guy. Artifacts are historics, sagas are historics, legendaries are historics. That's it, right? Artifacts, sagas, legendaries.
Yep. That's everything in the set.
And yeah, you look at Dominaria, there are some things, I guess. It can be fine, I played it. Look at this set, there is infinity. Infinity. Commons, uncommons, infinity. So this is gonna be way better than it was in a much big or lower power level set. Very interesting. I mean, this is just amazing. This set. I think this is actually a B plus in this.
Yeah, B plus as well. Traxos was good in Dominaria, I think. I liked it. I like it more here.
There's also like the blue common 2 mana equipment, which is historic, and you can equip it, gives +1/+0, and when that creature
Oh,
attacks,
yeah.
it untaps.
Yeah, the
something.
common.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And,
Oh, yeah.
it just
That's
untaps
good.
it.
Command Beacon. It's an F.
What is this? That's a sacrifice.
Yeah, so sacrifice, put your commander in the command. Yeah,
okay,
it's an
it's
F.
an F. It's an F. Oh, that's about it, right?
Yep, that's literally everything. We need to talk about. Let's just assign set award stuff real quick before we go.
What do we have to do?
Uh,